Hey guys, welcome to Pharmacy in Our Lives, and I am here again with Dr. Min Tam Nguyen, and she's the optometrist that we've been interviewing. So this is the second segment of the show where we're going to talk about more the fun stuff. Or before this, we were talking about the different types of disease or prescriptions, but now we're going to get into the fun stuff, like what kind of glasses are good for your face, and what kind of things that Dr. Min Tam can shed some light on for us in choosing our glasses or even our contact lens. In terms of the glasses that you recommend, because I know in pharmacy, right, we always say generic is the same as the brand, just choose generic, it saves you so much more. But in your case, actually, the brand is actually more quality and it's more durable.
Well, it is going to be more durable for a person, but then what you would want to think about is this. When you purchase a brand name, you're paying for the name of the product. So that's the cost, the biggest amount of cost is the name of the product.
Right.
Right there. So you get to wear their brand on your face.
Well, that's more of a fashion statement,
yes,
right?
It
fashion
is.
Statement.
Optometry is about functional and fashion as well.
Yes. It is considered an accessory.
It is an accessory, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that, then you would have something that makes you stand out more in front of other people. But for sure, they are always well known for their quality.
That's good. That's good. Well, I did not know that, so I'm going to make sure to look out for Italian-made eyeglasses. So, okay, so now in terms of picking the shape of glasses for your face, I think that's the part that people will be interested to know. What do you recommend for the different shapes of face?
So the basic is this. Whatever your face shape is, you want to go the opposite when you go into glasses.
Okay.
You don't want... An example is this. If you have a round face and you take a round frame, so that doesn't look so good.
You so round.
Exactly. So the same thing as if you want to, especially for female, we don't want to wear horizontal stripe.
Horizontal stripe?
So it doesn't...
to make us look fatter?
Exactly. So
okay.
you want something that makes you look taller and skinnier.
Got it.
So same thing with eyeglasses. You want something that creates contrast on your face. Something that does not follow your face, but contrasting your face.
Okay.
So that's the key here.
Okay.
Now, traditionally, when we have glasses, they come in a shape like this here, where it's more of a rectangle shape, and it's pretty much everybody would be wearing this here. But nowadays, there are many different shapes that are out on the market.
Yeah.
So in general, let's say that you do have that round face.
Yes.
So how do you overcome this problem? So you would want to pick something that has more, it's more angular. So something that looks like this here, where you can see really sharp corners right here to create that defining structure for your face is what you would want to go for. You don't want round. So something round,
no round.
Exactly, something round like this right here would not be an ideal situation for a round face person. So you want to create that balance. You bring angle to your face. That's what you would do when you have a round face. So something like this is
round.
Still more of a rectangle shape, but then it's still too rounded for your face, so you wouldn't want to have that. Now, let's say if you have a square face. So now you have really well-defining features right here, square jaw, really square forehead. So what would you do in that case? So we highly recommend you go for something that's really minimal in details, so that you don't want to add more to the details that you already have on your face here, that structure that you already have, that angle that you already have right here, you want to stay away from it. So anything that's really minimal, really soft shapes like this here, so that it would be really just giving you a more natural curve to the square shape that you already have. Now the most ideal shape for a face is an oval shape, and if you have an oval shape, in theory, anything goes. You can wear pretty much any type of glasses.
You're
here.
the lucky one.
Yes, the lucky one. But the key is to keep it proportional. Try to not go for something way too small for your face or something way too large for your face.
Okay.
That would be the key here. So anybody who we call having more of an oblong face, which means a long, elongated face here. So you would want to go for something square. So something that would look like, let's see, more, this would be a good one to balance out your face here, where it gives you that structure. You can go for something like this right here, where it would really cut down on the length of your face here, bringing the length of your face back to normal. So that's what you would pick. Now if you have a diamond shaped face, meaning that your bone structure right here would be really prominent for the cheeks, and then
I think a lot of Asian have the prominent
cheekbone. Yes. So you would want to get something that is more giving you a balance by bringing that face up. So the cat eye like this is going to bring that face up for you, creating another a balance on the top for you. So cat eye is something you would want to go for.
Okay.
And if you have more of a shape that looks like the heart, then it will be tapered at the chin right here. You definitely do not want to get the cat eye, because that will give you even more
like
angle.
Of a heart.
Exactly. So you want to use something that's more rectangle. So going back to this shape right here, more rectangle, to just balance out that tapered chin that you have here.
So for me, you said that I have a diamond face, right? So I need to wear a cat eye.
So something more fun.
Okay, let me try that.
Something like this here to help you to just balance out your features.
So the viewer can see if it makes a good. How's that? That's cool. Yeah. I always go for rimless because I don't like to bring attention to my glasses. And I know that you always say I'm boring, but that's just my preference.
Now, one feature that Asian patients should be looking for is the fit. So we have
a small nose.
Exactly. Our bridge here is not prominent compared to Caucasian people. So when we wear glasses here, there's a lot of pressure right here on the bridge, and then there's pressure on the ear as well, because those are the three places that the eyeglasses would sit on your your face. The nose bridge and the two ears. So when it comes to glasses here, one easy way to overcome is to go for a pair of glasses that has the nose pad right here for support. You can adjust this nose pad so that way we can customize to whatever fitting that you need to have. Although some people would have really flat bridge, and it's still making adjusting this very difficult for patients. So if your style is more of a plastic frame like what we have here, what you would want to look for is right here at the place where it's meeting your nose. So there is a difference between glasses that they make. So if you compare this pair here to this pair here, you would see...
Yeah, this is higher.
Yes, more prominent.
So this is made for Asian.
Exactly. So this is called alternative fit.
Fit.
If you were to go to any eye doctor's office, ask for an alternative fit, and you will be able to get these right here. Not all brand names though would come in alternative fit. So sometimes the option may be still limited for you. But this gives you that support. It will stand really well on the nose bridge for you, so that they are not falling down all the time. For females, a lot of the time we have eyelashes that are longer, mascara that we use, or even fake lashes there. So if you have support like this, it will not be touching the lenses. Imagine if your mascara would be touching your eyeglasses here every time that you blink. You would have to clean your lashes a lot. So you would want to stay away from anything that has no bridge support here, and go for something that's alternative fit. Although some patients would be complaining that they have the bridges right here where they wear the glasses. I would have to say majority of the time for the Asian people, we do develop those just because it's very, very tough to fit something for you that would be 100% match. So this is one way to try to overcome it, and they're trying to make it much nicer now. Before you would see this part here coming straight out.
Ah, that's gonna hurt.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So even it is Asian alternative fit, it will still be poking right into your nose bridge here.
Yes.
Nowadays, brands start to make this a little bit more curved, so it will be hugging your nose bridge more. So that is something that you do want to look for.
And earlier, I think we were talking, and you were saying like there are actually some glasses that claim that it's made in Japan, but it's actually made in China. So I wanted to bring that to light a little bit. Can you?
Well, you would want on the frame, you want to see the stamp made in, and then whatever country it is. Sometimes it can be saying frame Japan, but it doesn't say made in where. So you would want to look for made in.
Made in.
Made
that's
in.
the word,
Yes,
because
that's the word.
we don't want to get one that made in China where it's lower quality.
Well, it's very tricky when it gets to that part though, because sometimes the materials actually were made in China and they get shipped to Italy and assembled in Italy. So the final place that they got, that they arrive to be assembled is where it's going to say made in as well. So, so we do see a trend towards that at this point here.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
So
So everything originated from China. I mean, I have nothing against China. Okay, let me just get that straight. But then,
like I
you
said,
know,
some actually
it
good
can be
quality.
misleading the consumer though,
Yes.
because consumer would be thinking they're buying an Italian high value, you know, glasses, but in fact that it's just assembled in Italy. That could be a problem, right?
So that's why it comes down to your trust in the brand. And if you have had that brand for a while and you know that the quality is something that you can trust, then you would be staying loyal to that brand. Because, take an example, Ray-Ban is a brand that
I have one too.
Yes, we do have a lot of patients wearing Ray-Ban. They do have manufacturers in China and manufacturers in Italy to make the same exact model of glasses though. So when you purchase the glasses, the one that you see, it may say made in Italy on it, but then when you purchase the exact same one, it may say made in China.
That's crazy.
So
that's why, you know, there are actually a lot of cheap glasses sold online. So I'm sure probably those are made in China then. Or not necessarily?
Well, there are varieties of glasses being sold online, and the Italian brand names, supposedly anything that's current, it will not be available online. If they are available online, they may be obtained illegally. So that is, if you were to purchase any product online, it's either illegal or what we call discontinued product. So fashion would change, and manufacturer would change out their model that they produce all the time. So there'll be model that goes discontinued where they don't produce those anymore, and they would sell them off to any vendors that are willing to buy them.
Second market.
Exactly. So you can get those. So you may see those at Costco, even brand name product, but selling at Costco.
Got it.
They're actually discontinued product. They're not
that makes
current.
sense. Yeah.
So when you come to a doctor's office, what we do is we carry a warranty for you. So from the day that you purchase, usually, depending on the office, but usually about a year of warranty against manufacturer defects. So if you were to buy something that has a defect and is current, we can always switch out for you to a different one.
So you're saying if we go to Costco and it's a discontinued product, then it will not be warranted? There won't be?
They may not be able to find parts to replace for you, or even if something completely wrong with that pair, they may not even have something to replace for you.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's just something that the consumer just have to be careful or be aware. And when you buy it,
yeah. So prices would be an indicator of the origin of the product.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And okay, so I think that's all I have for glasses. Is there anything else you want to add in regard to glasses?
Well, for picking picking out glasses for patients too, when they go in and pick out glasses, face shape is one, but your prescription is another one.
Right.
So just because your face shape demands for a certain shape of the frame doesn't mean that frame is going to be good for your prescription. Now take one example here, or like what you're wearing, the rimless pair here where there's no eyeglasses going around this frame. If a patient who is high amount nearsighted wearing this pair here, the edges of the lens will be really thick.
That's
right. So this is something that you may not want to go for, but this is something that you love so much. We don't say that you shouldn't go for this frame, but know that the edges will show as
prominent,
being very thick here.
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind. Also, if you have that high prescription though, options like this here would be actually a nicer one to keep the edge thickness nice and even for you from the top to the bottom. If you go for something that is like this here, the edge thickness will be uneven. So you get somewhere where it's really thick and other area where it's really thin. So cosmetic wise, it would not be very ideal to get something that has a structure like this, or even the cat eye. The cat eye here will really make your lens thickness showing.
Sense.
Okay, so be very conscious of what you are picking. Now, another way about plastic frame here is if you have that really high prescription, and let's say that you pick a frame like this here, a very soft square shape here, and you have high prescription, this edge right here of the frame will help to hide a lot of the edge thickness for you too.
That makes sense, yes.
So if you're more budget concerned, then you don't have to go into a really high index material where you can hide some of the thickness in here
just
already.
Pay for the frame itself and go lower on your lens.
Yes.
Right?
So if you want to pick something like a metal frame where the
I learned
edge,
a lot today.
the edge is very thin like this, it will show. So this is when you really have to upgrade your lens and pay a lot more in order to get that thin, nice appearance to your pair of glasses.
Makes sense.
So that's what you would want to pay attention to. Now, as far as fashion, if you want to talk a little bit about fashion here, then this is what currently in. So you have this bar right here.
I don't dig that fashion, but maybe I'm just old.
So round is in. So you will see this shape across the board in every single brand out there.
I see everyone wearing round, but round is not good for everybody, right?
Well, when I talked about fashion, if you can carry it, go ahead and wear.
Right, but not everybody's face fits the round shape.
If you're fashion forward, you will.
Okay.
So this is what's in right now, where you have this double bar right here and a round shape. So this is very, very common that you would see everywhere. It goes in the...
But what if you have a round face? You just told me that if you have a round face, don't go for the round frame.
Exactly.
And then you see people like looking really round.
So you would have features like this here to just balance it out. So that you don't want to go for Harry Potter pair of round frame. You want some other features on it just so that you can get the balance out. Now for teenager girls, this is something that's very, very common right now. Actually, you will be seeing girls wearing this.
Why is that?
It's just a fashion at this point here.
The fashion is the two lines. Is that what it is?
More of an aviator or double bar type. And this one here traditionally would be for older men to wear.
I know. I thought.
But right now, teenagers, you will see teenager girls wearing this a lot. So we do get a lot of our patients wearing this here at this point.
Okay.
Now, what you can get as well is stones on your eyeglasses here. So this is not going to work so well for anybody who has a more of a heart shape where you do not want to get stones or anything to really emphasize that. But if you have more of the square shape, you want something that's give you a little bit of different features, so this is where you would get the stones here.
I see. My son at 3 months old, he had really bad eczema. It was all over his face, his body. Sometimes at night he would wake up and cry, and we would find him covered in blood from scratching himself. I took him to his primary care physician, an allergist, even a dermatologist, even trying naturopathic doctor. And through all those, most of the Western doctors, they prescribed to him steroid cream. And being a pharmacist, I know that steroid cream long term is not good for my son, so I don't want that to be his treatment forever. I tried really hard finding a solution for my son, and I couldn't find anything that really helps him and maintain his eczema. So when I was able to open up my own compounding pharmacy where I can create creams and come up with formulas myself, then I said, well, that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find an alternative cream that doesn't have long-term side effect that my son can use for a long time every day. So my cream, after I use it on him, he has now improved up to 90–95%. With that in mind, I wanted to help other people that have skin disease and skin problems that just couldn't find that solution.
My acne was very, very bad. It appeared all over my face, my cheek area, my neck, all the way to my back and my shoulders.
Every person, their skin needs are going to be different. So that's why I want to sit down with the patient and find out their problems or what they're looking for and come up with a formula that are specific for their skincare needs.
Chau gives you that special care where she'll sit down and spend the time to discover what your needs are and what you want to look like and give you the product that's appropriate for your skincare.
I believe that one size does not fit all, and it shouldn't fit all. There are a lot of brands and there are a lot of products out there. So for me, I believe in simplicity and cost effectiveness.
I have to use at least 5 products per night for my regimen. This is what I got from Pleasant Skincare. There's only one product that I have used to achieve the result I wanted.
I can customize whatever you need into one bottle, and it not only decrease on the amount of products you have to buy, but it also decrease on the amount of money that you have to spend. And it will decrease on the amount of time that you have to spend on your face and your skincare regimen.
I've been using Pleasant Care pharmacy products for about a year and definitely seen the difference.
I like Mommy's cream so much.